The look for DKNY, Autumn Winter 2016, is very natural, quite boyish actually, there's a handsomeness to the girls. There's some girls that already have that tough look, they already have that cool factor. We didn't really have to mess with them much. It's the other girls, the ones that are like the beauty campaign girls. Those are the ones that I think we need to kind of almost bring down to like that tougher level, that cool level. The girl that like smokes in the bathroom. And you know, what we did is we toughened out the brow a bit. We actually used this new brow pencil by Maybelline, brushed it through the brows and then blended it out, dragged it through to kind of give that like whisper of a brow. And then what we did on the cheeks, put a little bit of this highlighter. It's gorgeous. It's cream and it has a nice pearl to it. It's not chunky or glittery, so you don't get that like really messy highlight. And a little bit of flush. And it's just a little bit of like almost like a windswept effect across the face.
The look, it is New York. What we've done is we've taken like really simple ideas like the cool kind of downtown kind of girl texture of hair. We've taken a little Harlem, you know, we've done these kind of braids that are not braids, they're like little ties. There are kind of ponytails stuck in abstract places. And everything's really kind of like intermixed. Like those three ideas kind of mix in different areas on the head to suit each girl.
You know, thinking about what DKNY was and getting into the season, really feeling like our first season, getting emotional about it and figuring out what we felt when we first started wearing DKNY, understood DKNY, learned about DKNY, and we brought that energy back because that was like fun times, right? We wanted to bring that back into this collection.
You know, the idea of sort of revealing something, digging a little deeper, you know, scratching beneath the surface, finding beauty in something just beyond what you see in front of you. And that's a visual cue that we see here in New York City all the time, like all the wheat pasting and the outdoor billboards like ripped off, and then you could see all the layers behind. So that was a big inspiration for us.
I mean, even using it as a flower and the idea of what a flower is, and you peel back all the different layers, so using that wheat pasting. So that was what that print was about.
Max and Dao are just bringing an incredible new creative energy to DKNY. I love Donna. I love what Donna Karen stands for. I love DKNY as a native New Yorker. And I feel like they're just bringing like a new youth energy to it and basically reinventing kind of like classic New York City wear.
I think these boys are amazing and they're so cool and they're kind of the darlings of the fashion industry and they bring that to the brand. It's fresh, it's cool, and it makes it edgy, which is really what I think that DKNY should be and what I hope it can be and what I think it's going to be.
Well, I think what the boys have brought to DKNY is a new sense of vitality, sort of like the new New York. And all of this sort of street style. And I must say, it's a testament because outside we have everyone waiting to get into the show and they are all wearing all the white shirts from the spring collection. And that's amazing when you really see people buying and wearing the clothes. And that's great.
I love the energy, I love the creativity. You know, fashion feeds New York City's artistic spirit, and we can't do enough with it. This is a very hip and happening show. My whole team says this is the one you have to go to. If you can only do one, this should be it. So I'm really happy to be here.
Been fans of the guys from the first time I met them through the CREW Book Fashion Fund. I mean, just from the very first time that they walked in the room, everything about them, like their vibe, the way that they talk to their customers, the way that they talk about their work, it's so cohesive. They have such a clear point of view. So I'm a huge, huge fan. I'm wearing one of their men's pieces from the show the other day.
It's
interesting to see the progression of what's happening at DKNY. Certainly, it's new era there with the boys from public school, but a little bit more of a Brooklyn attitude. It's certainly DKNY for New York, but I thought that it was certainly far more downtown, Lower East Side, and across the bridge into Brooklyn.
Coolness, in one word. I think they're big talents, and DKNY could use an injection of fresh blood, and I love their aesthetics. It's very more streetwise, which is really the origin of what DKNY stands for. It's a street collection, and I think they're bringing it all back again.
They're actually pretty good designers, these guys. They have a lot of fertile imagination. They're making these kind of tunic boleros with knits. They were unexpected. I thought it had a lot of kick. The Donna Karen was about the woman who lived in the loft. Looks like now it's for the kids who moved out to Brooklyn.
I love all the satin slip dresses that were played back to all this kind of athleisure idea of taking hoodies and the bomber jacket that's trending everywhere. Crazy footwear just for the runway. And I actually had to chuckle at all of the people in the past have called it Dickney, Duckney, and all these other crazy names. They actually printed it right onto the clothes or saying, you know, no logo zone. So there was some wit in the collection. And color. Sometimes we don't always see color from those boys. So I was happy to see Bordeaux's and reds and other shades on the runway as well. So a nice move forward for the two of them at DKNY. It's going to be fun to see where that collection ends up in their hands.
Just reclaiming the logo, you know, DKNY was the logo brand. And now 25 years later, logos are still, you know, big again. And so that's just sort of us throwing our hat back in the ring, saying we own that, we started that, but poking fun at the movement, you know, poking fun at ourselves a bit too.